down, to be honest. I'll back up. Oh! So actually, it's come up. It's come up. Do you know what? I'm actually going to put this light off. Because I think we're actually alright.
Are we?
Sometimes don't like how it lights up the back. It's kind of weird looking.
Right, that's me. I've sent the links.
To what? Oh, that's we don't need that light. It looks dark.
Ah, but it'll not be dark when they're streaming it.
It sounds okay.
Right, that's it sent. Oh, my coffee.
I think the light's alright.
A wee bit ambient lighting, as you call it.
Because I can see that as well. Just take a couple of minutes just to kind of just to get things. Not that folk are coming in, but it doesn't matter if you start away straight. I'm laying up my thing.
Right.
You can over-tighten this. You don't need it super tight, so I usually line it up with my...
Oh, yes, thing.
Oh! Let's see. Sound's never going to be great because the speakers will be over there.
Can you not bring it closer? No?
No, because I bring the camera closer, you lose all this foreground.
Oh, right, okay. See what you mean.
Maybe get in a couple of minutes. So I don't want to go with some in here. See, that's what that is. See that plus? That's like a piece that isn't numbered as such, and a numbered bag. Well, how's it going, people of YouTube? Another live stream, this is going to be the sunflower build, so I forget that page is page 8, or it's bag 8 I should mean. So we're building the sunflowers. So yesterday, get back to where I was. So we're starting to build the canvas, or the actual paint. So we did this yesterday. We did the frame. You probably actually will be able to, in fact, probably just put a frame because my nose, is there, so I'll probably have to angle it like that. So that's what we built yesterday, and it was quite an easy build. It was nothing really too
taxing,
too difficult. So it's just basically the frame, which is quite good because it shows you the actual size of where it's going to be, which is quite a nice. To be honest, I think any bigger would be too much. It's just a nice size. So that's the frame. That can just sit down there. And we built, you can just see it here. I'm not going to lift it because there's not that much holding it. Basically, these are little, I don't know if you can see it, these are little squares that I'm going to drop in here. And then I think this bit down here is bigger. So you've got these little brick parts there. So there's going to be two of them together, and then these are the bigger ones, and I think they're going to go in the middle.
Yeah.
So do you know what, I'm going to let's open this bit first.
There's actually quite a few of them.
Sure, that wasn't really, I'm trying to cut that side of it, but it didn't really work. But there's actually a perforated thing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get two of these out. I think we need, for bag 9, it's two of these, bag 10, it's two of these, bag 8, we need two, and that's a bigger plate, so I think, yeah, whatever, wait till I get the other part out. I think there's also, no, this bag doesn't have it, in those other bags there's a little stick.
Yeah.
I don't know when we need them, we don't need them now. So basically two of these together don't make up, yeah, it's going to be a little bit shorter. So we don't need these ones, these are the big base plates. Right, they can sit just there. Right, so we've got our two base plates. Let's open bag 8. Maybe we just sit there and get them on top. That's not going to coach you your space. So bag 8, it's all like, there's some tabs, there's some face plates that are just shiny. Touch my camera.
I'm just bringing it so it's over to you more. So you don't really see me.
Right, so this is the kind of painting starting to sort of take effect, shape even. Right, oh by the way, that's my DB5, my James Bond. I actually got spares today, they're through in the bed. I kind of, obviously I got them from two places in Brickhill, which is, it's almost like eBay, and it's obviously Lego bricks. So you can buy spare parts. Sometimes Lego don't have the parts I needed. So I've got the parts to fix my Saturn V, I've got replacement parts to fix and repair my DB5, and I've also got little arms for my Moonlander, so, and I've got spares, I've got plenty of spares actually. Right, so we're starting off with a little base plate, smaller, don't know what that is, 1, 2, 3, 6 by 12 or something.
Don't know,
In fact, it's probably 16 maybe.
Yeah,
2 by
because
6.
it's
Do you know what it is? It's an 8 by, no, it's a 6 by 16. Because I think those other ones are 16 by 16s. Because when that guy was building that mosaic, he was going to put them in that instead of having that big plate and making up, which kind of makes sense. Right, I need a little yellow too. I think I'm up, yeah, the white looks okay on there, so there we go, first step. So basically, if you look
similar
here,
there for you down there anyway. Because it's too much for you to try and find names for them, so I've just sorted them out.
well, these are all just face plates.
I was going to say they're face plates, I know
and then
that.
the square. So you can see there's also a distinct pattern, and then a big one. So obviously sunflower canvas was yellow, which is depicted here obviously. Right, little base.
It was also muted as well.
Yeah. But I think he painted there's a varnish, and over time the varnish turns, it goes a kind of honey.
But I didn't realise that he painted them in different stages of bloom. That's what we learnt on the podcast.
Yeah, podcast. We're still actually going to listen to some of the podcasts.
It's quite a few episodes, isn't it?
Because
not long, but
he obviously painted and an artist will paint in different depictions of bloom, dying, whatever. So this is really just putting these yellow pieces into a pattern. It's actually quite easy. Can you follow that, yeah?
I was still over at that part.
Yeah, but that was that, and then here.
And you've done all that there, right? Okay. See, that's yeah.
So here,
so you're doing that.
So I've done that.
So you're doing a long plate.
So then I'm going. Well, you could go. Well,
what way do you normally start that?
I'm going this way.
Right.
So the next part, if you look at it, is two little stubs.
Is it?
Oh, there, look.
But would you not do your top two?
No, because the spacing to that is better when you put that in, and then you put that one in there. And I now know, obviously, I could have put that square in there, but I know that goes, no, it doesn't, it goes up. I know that, no, I know that square where it goes, so these are quite easy to get with this wee brick. That goes in there, sorry. See? And then you can work, there's a couple of ways you could work this. I'm going to put that one there.
Right, I see what you're doing.
And then the long one there.
Yeah.
And then there's, you could go there, you could go there.
Do you know what's misleading for me?
What?
I thought you still had this and this to put in, but you've not. You've already got that in. But it's got red round it, so that's what I thought.
Yeah, because you've done this section, then you're doing this.
But
See,
I didn't realise. So really, where you're starting is with the two wee plates. Yeah. Two wee hickeys.
So there's the wee bits there, see, and then you put this.
Two hickeys, I should say.
See that overhang, see?
Yeah.
And if you look at that, you can see that that matches that.
Mhm.
Because you've always got to check. You sometimes
it just is a wee bit misleading for somebody that's just new to Lego. That would be a wee bit misleading.
62. Right, so there
Is
so
that
adding this, so that's just going to keep it there.
Mhm.
So that's, and then this step. So if you look at that, we're doing all that in there. So that's actually going up and in here. If you look at it.
So what way would you start it though?
I'd probably come this way. You could go that way, but I think because that's there,
That's that bit there.
I would probably start there.
Mhm.
So you get that, and then that gives you your height to the next one, because you know that's going to go there. Because you can't go any further up because of that.
Okay.
And then
it's just getting the orientation.
And then that
properly.
goes all the way in there. See, and then you've got a stub. So I'd probably get the stub.
Yeah.
Because the stub then gives you the space.
Quite like the wee bit risen up like that. Isn't it? It's quite nice bit.
And then you've got a square up there. Then you get a little. So these are all different. Oh, you got a wee stub in there.
I was going to say you've got 4 wee stubs as well.
So the stub needs to go just in here. So I think this is to symbolise the because he painted quite thick.
Yeah.
So this kind of symbolises a bit of texture.
Yeah, it's almost like he
and slapped it on.
And did a wee. That was just his style.
I quite like these pieces. They're quite nice because it actually finishes the build. So there you go. And then you always double check. So you get 2, 4, and you can see that there. That's it. Right. Do you want to do? Right, you could do the. So you're in that, but I'm in this. No.
Oh,
but
sorry.
No.
That's
so you
okay.
can see here. So I'll probably work for here because it's easier to get that in there. And then there's a square here. And then that's that 2 down the bottom. And then you get another 4 which goes there.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2.
I think once you learn how to do it, orientate it.
There's no, you can start here, you can start there, you can start in the middle. It just depends. There's no really a set formula, so there you go. And you can quickly see that matches. And then there's the 2 wee bits there. With the 2 flat pieces up here and a stub in the middle.
We do hickey for you.
Like Coddywampus is I think it's an American term.
Say that again?
Coddywampus. Something that's off.
Oh. As in offset or
just
not off, like not milk that's off.
No.
No.
Right, there we go. That's that. There we go.
That's good.
63 to 64. 64. So again, that is your.
Turn it around.
So that just says turn it over.
Oh, turn it over.
So if you actually look at it, you can see the green stub. It doesn't really matter if you're there or there. It's actually when you look at it, they've got it this way.
Right, so that's got to be.
But if it was that way, it's still going to be in the middle. So it doesn't really matter because it's just a square piece. So you're putting that on there, and then that's going in the middle, which is probably going to be there. I mean, your eye tells you it's the middle.
You want that goes in the spares?
Aye, what we got? Aye, spares box. So this part that was quite flimsy is now going to get a bit of rigidity. So there you go again. It's going in this quadrant, and then if you look at it, it's probably, I'd imagine, what angle we're going to go. So we're going up. So if you look, there's a line here. So if I put that there, the line will be up here.
Top, so
it's going top, edge to edge. And this is going to be quite satisfying when you pop it in. Make sure it's in. So there you go. That's going to really. This part's still going to be a bit iffy. So there you go.
But it will start to strengthen it.
Yeah. So that's that. That's bag 8. So bag 9 is probably going to be similar
What piece are you going to need? Two?
Yeah, I need 2 of those.
2 of those, yeah.
You see it was 6 by 16, I think.
I can't read it for now. So why is... So...
Oh no, we probably need to open another bag because that's...
Oh, do we? Right, that's okay.
Aye.
I'm a wee bit concerned there.
These bags are the one. See what we'll open this one.
Oh, there's...
Aye.
I thought they
that's
were...
the one with the wee bit.
Yeah, that's
oh,
one with
the wee...
Yeah.
Is this going to work?
It does. Oh, that's satisfaction.
Yeah. I've seen the perfect... So, all we need is these 2. And then that leaves...
You can put them 2 together.
That's the same bag.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 of them, 3 of them, so we'll just keep doing. I keep round the bags.
Well, we've got to put them together, darling.
Right. So these are copied pretty quick. So 9's probably just going to be very similar to bag 8, I'd imagine. So you can see right away we're up in this corner. The other one we started this corner, so I don't know.
I'm not going to fast.
So again, look. So that's, if you look at this, you put that wee bit in, right?
Yeah, and you get a wee...
And then this is what we're building. So you could put this green one here, because
Yeah.
you can count the tabs 1, 2, 3. So you could go 1, 2, 3. That's going to go there. Look.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that, and then you could put that one at the side because it's gone level, or you could set up here. It's 6.5 a dozen. It doesn't really matter as long as you end up matching.
I suppose you'll get your own way of doing it.
Yeah. Depends how complex. If it's really complex,
Yeah, that's...
you need to
Yeah, you're going to need to... Aye.
You know, there's multiple ways to skin it. I hate saying that, skin a cat, but...
I know I'm skin a wee poo wee kitten.
So, oh, there's my...
Unless my brother was here and he would say, no, I just get it skinned. He's allergic to cats.
Yeah. I was quite bad with cats. When I got my cats initially, at my ex's, I struggled. I was sneezing and, oh, my eyes were watering. I really thought I was going to have a major problem, but
you get better when
I got used to it,
yeah.
and I kind of got normal.
I used to have to have antihistamines when my brother, when Tony was coming to visit, just so he could survive for a bit.
And there you go. And if you look at that, it's actually it's not far off of being 1 by 1. You can see right away that matches. Right.
Yeah, done.
So there we go. I'll probably start with the stubs.
Mm-hmm.
Unit stubs. Oh, that's the one that's on top. I thought there was 2 there. So, 3 people in the chat. Don't know who it is.
Hello,
The randomers.
whoever's there. Hi, thanks for coming in.
That's going that way. It's only 2. So put the 2 in there. So there's a stub. Stubby stub. And there's a stub just there. Then there's a black. So the black one's going in there. And another wee stub. Going here. And then a 2. And then another wee stub there. Another stub up here.
Who's coming? Who's that?
Roaming a Lego.
Oh, hello
From
there.
cycling to building Lego. What inspired you to start Lego building? Well, I've built Lego since I was a kid, basically. So, probably even my cycling was quite young as well. Like, I had a bike when I was like, I don't know, 5, 6 I started cycling. Or riding a bike. So yeah, Lego, very, very young. I had Lego as far back as I can remember. The wee tub of Lego, I mean I'm going back to like the 70s, early 80s I had Lego. So I had the old Lego bricks. Probably before the space sets came out, before, I mean it was just your basic bricks, which I don't have here, but the basic, your normal bricks sizes, your wheels, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Roman Lego. I've been building Lego since I was a kid. But I got away from it because obviously you discover nightclubbing, girls, pubs, drinking, all kinds of things, and you get away from it. But I built this. Don't know if you can just see it there. I built that, which is a Saturn V rocket, and that was the first one I bought as an adult, which was back in 2018. So that kind of
Rejuvenated.
how's my mouth to brain
Rejuvenated.
rejuvenated? I don't know what I was trying to say, but that sparked my interest for Lego again. But it's always been there. Like I would never really say that my interest for Lego sort of dissipated. It was always there. I mean, I would see Lego in various social media, websites, various bits and bobs. So yeah, that's a good question though. That you could ride a bike while making the Lego, which would be very difficult.
It would be.
But no,
That wouldn't be to be tried at home,
No.
please.
but yeah, good question, and yeah, as I say, it's always been a passion, Lego, from a very, very young. In fact, you know, I was thinking the other day, I've got a funny feeling my mum and dad. Well, I'm saying my dad's not excluded, but I think my mum. I don't know whether she's gave it to somebody. I need to find that out because now that I've kind of get back into Lego, I kind of want to get my old set of Lego and see what I had, because there's a lot of the kind of early, and you're talking stuff from the 80s basically, which will be quite sought after. There'll be pieces there that are very, I say, collectible.
So unique.
But I just want to see if she still got it. If she has, I'm going to bring it back. I might clean it, and might even do a video on cleaning. But yeah, my channel's very varied. Actually, I'm cycling. I need to get back in the bike, but I've been famous words used by my partner, procrastinating.
Yes, wee bit of procrastination. But what is he saying to you there, Dan? Good to know.
Good to know how very passionate you are for your Legos. Yeah, I just love Lego sets. So I don't know if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I cleaned this the other day. I did like a maintenance type thing where I check it, I clean it, and I've actually got spare parts for it, which I'll probably do in another video where I actually install the parts. So yeah, it's Lego's just good. It's just it's very addictive. Let's just put it that way.
And as you will see if you look at the channels beforehand, when we were building the Starry Night, I have never built Lego in my life.
So my partner Anya, what did we say? How much more Lego do you hold into your? Oh, I've got quite a few. I've got. Well, you probably can't. I've got Concorde up there. The space shuttle's up there. In fact, I'll probably quickly.
Let me see.
I don't know if that's. I'll take a little, because a little bit of delay in my screen, so you can see the NASA Saturn V Apollo 11 space shuttle, rocket. I've got the Aston Martin DB5. Yeah, you can just see that's Concorde. I got that just last year. Space shuttle, which is actually a retired kit. It's got space shuttle and it's got the Hubble Space Telescope in it. I've got the Starry Night, which we just finished building last week, or just a couple of days ago. I've got these are wee space babies.
Well, I built
And
that one.
you actually built that.
That was me.
First Lego.
That was my first ever Lego build.
And that's a gift with purchase, which if you buy a certain kit of a certain price, you get kind of limited edition only gift sets, which is quite nice. And there's other bits and bobs. I've got through there. I've got the I've got Back to the Future, the time machine. I have got the Moonlander, which I'm probably going to clean, so I'll probably do a video on cleaning that. I've also got two F1 cars. I've got Nigel Mansell's Williams FW14B, and I've got Ayrton Senna's MP4-4. So I've got the two kits. I think I've got various wee bits and bobs.
Yeah, we've got a wee.
But that's my big kits I've got. But yeah, they're kind of maybe getting added to.
Definitely.
But it's it's very addictive, very addictive.
And it's something that we can do together, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about Lego.
Mm.
It's very therapeutic. It's very. It can be challenging.
Except when I'm trying to build it.
Oh gosh, that's an amazing collection you've got over the years. I have got the Discovery shuttle into my collection. The shuttle it's absolutely, it's just a really good build actually, and I think as far as like a replication of the shuttle, I think it's good. It's a nice size. It's a nice scale as well. I think it's just a nice. I mean, you look at it, it looks like the shuttle. I like it when I mean obviously they've done they've done their homework and they've got the scale just bang on. But that kit is retired now, so it's good to have. Yep. Right, we've got I'll put that one in because that's going to be. So this is like I've kind of like got away from a painting aspect. Right, we've got a wee clip there which is interesting.
Mm.
I'm actually looking at my plans just to make sure that I haven't. So we're turning it over, we've got these wee grey, they're going in the middle, but offset, so I'm actually going to place these in, because my eyes, yep, it's there. It's going to be there, and there. So there we go, another little plate. And I'm just going to double check that I
So why
have,
have you got two of those done?
well, I think it's going to link into these.
Ah, so it is, of course it is.
Doing that bus again.
No, you're behind me. Your twist is behind me.
Right, page 70. So I'm just going to sit in there.
This is your wee clip now.
Yeah, see the clip?
Yeah.
So it's actually in here, but I think they don't want you but maybe breaking or something. So this here is going to go in there. I'm just getting my orientation correct. Okay, so that, it's really satisfying when you put, especially a piece that meshes in.
I was going to say it fits perfectly.
Oh yeah, see? So you've got the two little parts in there, and that kind of meshes in.
It'll keep it secure.
Oh, that's a 4 holder, but oh, that's satisfying. And then this little doohickey, and it's going to go with a clip. So that's going to be part of your, like a
Something that'll
sunflower.
clip onto it. Mm.
So this bit, see, is still a wee bit, but that's going to be remedied. So there we go. That's us starting to get the canvas built up.
Like a
And look, so that holds your.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how with this, we could probably one here, same as that. Right, that's going to be bag 9. So bag 10. So these bags are, it's quite nice so far.
It's not taxing.
No.
Like some of it was
Well,
with the
some
sunflower, with the Starry Night.
Well, Starry Night was, yeah, it was good, but man,
it
it was the old brain power.
It was just because the colours were so
What's this one I need?
so close to each other.
We got perforation. These perforations are actually pretty cool. Oh, that one didn't go perfect.
Nearly.
So we need 2 of these.
Has he said anything else in the region?
No.
No.
Oh, where in the UK are you guys from? Well, we are from Scotland. And I'm from a town called Ayr, A-Y-R. It's on the west coast of Scotland. And you're from East Kilbride, where you're originally from.
Well, I was originally from Sheffield. I was born in Sheffield.
Yeah, she's English. But no, you're staying in East Kilbride.
But I've lived in Scotland more
Yeah.
years than...
Yeah, all Scotland. Hopefully the accent, you can, I'm saying, 'cause I've had a lot of comments, oh, I don't understand you Scots. Yeah, but not too bad. Right, again, we've got this wee 2.
Well, it would be hard if we were true Glaswegian.
Oh, jeez.
It's a language on itself, but we're not.
Yeah, we're say
We're
posh.
a wee bit posher.
Technically, we are quite posh. because Scots can be very difficult to understand. Even for us, even for people
Yeah.
that live in Scotland, so it can be very quick, very fast, very. What can you say? It's slang. Don't know if that's what you.
I suppose it's like any areas, no matter where you live,
Yeah, there'll be different dialects.
different range of dialect. Where is he from?
I don't know actually. Where are you from, Roaming Weggle? He says on your channel it said UK. Ah yes, you have a Scottish accent. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind being part of the UK. It is, you know.
But we're Scottish.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people will be quite. Yeah, I'm Scottish first before they'll say the UK. I'm not really that bothered.
No.
It's
No, I'm English. My birth is English. My dad and my mum were English, so.
yeah.
But, you know, suppose, everybody's patriotic about where they live.
India.
Oh,
Cool.
You're in India? Oh my goodness.
Never ever been to India. It's quite a big. India's huge.
It is.
It's a big, big country. It's like.
So, how big is Lego in India?
It is a thing.
Yeah?
Your Lego, I think,
Probably worldwide,
it's
isn't it?
worldwide, so it's a very popular.
Bet you your weather's a lot nicer than our
God,
weather. Oh my
The
goodness.
weather's it's dry at the moment, but Scottish weather can change.
It is cold and miserable compared to what we have had. We've had
Well, it's really.
May was
weather.
beautiful
Yeah,
now.
it's
We're
nice.
back. Kids are going on school holidays at the end of June and the weather's changed. It's blowing a gale out there.
Wow, it's
Aye,
been.
it's windy down.
There we go, that's that little bit done. Again, just check. Yep. There's actually a cyclist from, what's the name of the place? I'll probably absolutely, it's Hyperbad? Bad? Is it Hyperbad or Hyperbad? Some makes me say it's bad, but I don't know whether that's just the English word bad.
I don't know.
Hyperbad. But he cycles a lot. He's on Strava, so that's why I know what it is, roughly. Yeah. He actually cycles quite a lot. I mean, a lot of miles. Hyperbad. Something like that. I could be wrong. Now what we got here? Now we've got a little. We could go. We'll go with that because I think that's going to go. That's going to be in it. Yeah. Right, got a stub going down there. Two little ones going down the side. Thinking of, see if you look up there, that tells you when people's in. So if I'm a one, so that I'm looking at myself for stream purposes. So you can see there's nobody in.
She must have went away.
See, but that happens.
It's probably been called away to do something or
He's probably doing it. He's probably working.
yeah.
So a lot of folk do that actually. They watch streams while they're working, which is maybe not.
But then it just depends on what kind of work he does.
Yeah. There we go. That's that wee bit done. Right, we're up here now. Probably put. Square's gonna go there. There's another wee square going up there. Right, another square. Then you get a wee two. Yeah, you've got to just work systematically. Because you don't want to jump.
No.
Know that there's a big, you can just take stuff off. I'm just looking to make sure that that's, because there's a wee edge there, so that's, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's going up there.
What'll happen is I think when you put your frame on, you're going to have two bits at this,
See what
the
you'll
grey
notice?
side.
You'll notice that we've got same thing. So we turn this over.
Yeah.
That's going to go in the middle. Do you put that on?
I put it on the wrong way, didn't I?
But no, I didn't see.
Do you know something? See when I put it on, I bet you that's the wrong flipping way.
It just goes
Underneath it.
I mean, to be honest, you could. It'd be okay
It
that
does-
way.
I
'Cause
know.
it's just the colour
Aye.
unit is going to be wrong. And then you can see there.
That's the two wee
So
bits.
basically, turn this over. If you look at it, it's going to go like this. So it's going to fit in here, and then you've got your two bits. So that's going to go in there. Do you want to put that on again? Because it's quite a satisfying.
Thing.
Yeah. So
And
you press it down, so you can feel it's quite tight.
it is. That's it. That's
I mean, I'm not.
no, you have a wee
I'll get a wee press tape, so just make sure it's not
stronger
down.
hands. Right.
And then
Where does the wee doohickey go?
doohickey is going. So if you look, put these in first,
Right.
there and there,
Right, okay.
because they're quite. That one in the middle satisfying because you're connecting four squares,
I know it. The doohickey go beside it.
and then the wee doohickey, and it's going. If you look at the clip, it's facing the clip's like this. It's going that way, if you know what I mean. Same as the one just along foot. Satisfying, isn't it?
Isn't it?
So there you go. That's.
And that feels a lot stronger now.
Oh, that's like I could
Aye.
put that on your head, put you to
Please
sleep.
don't, darling. God, I'm warm now myself.
Nah, it's quite stuffy. So I'm just gonna basically just go over all these beams. So there we go. I'll show you the back of it. So this is the clip part that's gonna hang on the wall, and then your front is. You can see those two little clips. It's going to take probably one of the sunflowers, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. The petals.
Yep. So I think the next bag's going to be another frame
I
build.
think it is the same.
Bag 11, so we're, I think to check the time. I don't know how long we've been going for.
1604.
10 to start.
Gosh, I don't know, darling.
Do you know, hold on, can I not get. See, I've just got a live, see how it. Nah, it doesn't give me the sun. Right, bag 11. I'm actually. Honestly, I skip forward. We'll see, because these bags so far are not that. They're quite big. They're quite
That's
uniform.
big pieces, isn't it?
I think that is the smaller of the ones. See, in my day, not that anybody's in, but if somebody watches it, that was Lego. That's your basic Lego brick, a 2x4.
Yeah. Because my brother said Lego. I don't ever
You know
remember.
what? I think that's a longer piece actually. And I think because look, it's got it 4 from the end, and then it's got this, and it's got these. See the black and the brown. So the brown's facing in, the black's at the back, and then there's a little 2 stub, a little 2x2, and then that's leaving 4 at the end. So that's it.
There you go.
And then that's going at the back. And then this whole bit is going on here. So that's just going to snap in there. Like that.
It's like a wee bag of chocolate, isn't it?
So I imagine we're going to build, just rinse and repeat on the other side basically. Go from the end. Again, I'm going to build it how it is here because you want to keep your colours the same because obviously it's the opposite. So the black is going outside, and then the little do, and then that's going that side, and then this is fitting on here. So there we go. Yep. So let's stick that there. And then I imagine 81, 82. Right, so we've got, it's going to be a shorter piece, and then we've got, that's in the middle,
What are we?
and then,
Oh, you use that.
no.
Is it just because it's near me? So
Aye.
if you show me where it's to go.
Going in the middle.
Right, of course, if it's gone out.
We don't want to lose the wee brown pegs. I might hold on. Oh, is that right? Hold on.
Am I getting 2 galas?
Possibly.
Right.
No, that's going to work. But that's going in the middle. Right. So,
What are we doing?
let's see.
Oh, you've got the 2. You've got the
No, I've got
different
this
pieces.
right.
I've got the
So
wrong piece.
these are times 2. So we can build this together. So
Yeah.
take this. One of these, little 2x2, and that's going right in the middle. And then we've got 2 of these. Oh, hold on, there is a one thinner one, so I think you get a thinner.
Yeah, I've got a thinner one, look.
Hold on. Do you know what? Right, hold on.
4 of them.
I need 2 of these on here. That's what it is. Right, that's that.
Right, so what have I done wrong?
No. It's these. So you get 2.
2 what?
2 in the end.
Right, you're going too quick and you're not telling me. Right, that's the wee
And you
bit.
get one of these,
Where
and
does
that's
that
going
go?
right there.
Right.
Like a lollipop.
Right, so what is it, clicking at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is a bit.
Well, see, you get 2 tabs at the bottom, side, like a cross. Right, hold it.
Yeah.
No, hold it that way, right? So you got a cross, so you put them in here. So turn that round, and you just put that in the bottom.
That's it.
See? Right, these are now going to go in here. So that is going. What to see? That's going like that, I believe. So you put yours in.
You're wee shite, you make me do it because you know that I'm going to laugh at me.
Oh Jesus! That was no.
That was a good clip.
No, that was actually quite a bad sounding clip, but still, it was okay. Right, so look at that, and then you've got basically. You could do it together, but it's,
No, you do it.
it's going there and there,
I've had my purse and my banjo.
and these are going there
Yeah.
and there. So either side,
Yeah, and they're going to fit in here together.
and then if we look at it, we are going to put these like so. So basically tabs in there and there, and then again it's very flimsy because that's going to be these plates, instead of being the 2 together, it's going to be one of those big squares. Right, let's see bag 12 now.
Do you want me to go and get bag, Dad? Bag 12.
Aye,
What time?
I would say we have. I don't think we've been going that long. We've got probably could do another 20 minutes or so. So I think if even
Because it'll not take me long to cook dinner.
aye, because we'll get basically we'll bring up 12,
And 13.
13 and maybe even 14
Right, let's do that then.
because this is going to be quite flimsy and loose.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now I am going to take I'm going to take these plates. See these brown. I'm going to get these all together because these are going to go everywhere. If you know what I mean.
What did you say numbers again?
12, 13 and 14. I'm just going to keep...
And 15 will be that thing again.
Aye, so that'll be the next part.
Right, so I'll
So
leave
we're
that
better
now.
building it.
Yeah.
Aye. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take all these plates out. I don't know if I really read them all out, but it's the little, so there's what we got there. 4 of these sticks. Oh my god, these are quite unruly. And we put these in here and we keep these, fold it over. 12, 13, 14. So was that bag with the brown parts in it?
15.
That's it. Aye, that's it. So we're going to build another 3 plates. Aye, because that's going to build this. See this, what we've done? No, we don't need that.
No, I didn't think we
Because
did.
we'll do that the next time we build. Because these
yeah.
are now going to fit on here.
Yeah.
Now what we could have done, because we've got all these plates, look. So these are all the big
Yeah.
plates, they're all the same. You get rid of these bags in there. Right. Theoretically, you could have built a plate.
No.
You sure?
Like the film. I'm not confident enough. It's too big a project, but I'll do my wee angel and that will be my wee learning curve. No. I don't want it knocked over the edge. I mean, and it looks easy enough, but
Well, yeah,
I enjoy just giving you the wee bits and chipping in every bit.
because these bags are quite small and bite sized.
Yeah. No,
So again, these plates
I'm
are just
not-
bigger because if you look, you're going like
I'm
this.
not really au fait with how how you start it.
See, look, this is pretty good on it. This is a.
Oh, that's that wee square.
And then the purple in the middle. So I think this is going to be. Right, then we've got these.
That's my wee contribution.
Is it right way?
I put the brown at the bottom.
Possibly it could be. Let's go in there. Yeah, these are not too bad.
You can rustle through them. There's your wee. I'll just put that separate for you. Oh, in fact, you've got more than. You've actually got a couple.
You need 2 stubs in it.
Mm-hmm.
2 stubs go in there, and then another wee stub. Aye, because this is going to be loose. Once we put these plates on, it's going to be stubbed there.
There's actually quite a few wee clips down on this one.
This is where there's going to be a
Oh,
plant.
there we go. There's 5. Wonder if that's going to be the leaves or something.
Yeah.
The leaves, the petals.
Let's go up there. Are you planning to build this all in a day? No.
Oh no.
No. Nope. No, I do it in like parts. They're usually like an hour to an hour and a half, roughly. Because this is different, because these bags are quite small. Well, I say small, they're smaller than normal, like a normal build. But yeah, I'll build this over, it'll probably be another six parts, maybe 7 parts. It's hard to say really, but no in a day.
That's all the fun going there.
Yeah, I mean you could, you could sit and just. I mean, when I built my rocket, I built it in a day. But that was my first ever. That was my first ever build as an adult. So I kind of just. It's very difficult to stop when you start building Lego. So you kind of get into a phase where you want to build it, but then you don't. So you want it to last forever, basically. But then you don't. You want it to end. It's a very it's a catch-22 really. You know, the whole thing about Lego is building it, seeing how it goes together, parts that are satisfying when they go together and all that, the engineering of it. But at the end of the day, you don't want to finish it. So, but you do. There we go, 89 to 90. So we're doing a part today, you're going back home tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be
Maybe Friday.
Friday, we could possibly do another one. Right, so we're here, and we build that square. So yeah, it's you could build it. You could build this in a day. I don't know how long it would take, a few hours, I'd imagine.
Oh, I would
And I think like this at the moment is quite easy. But we're going to be building the sunflower heads and the leaves all on top, so it's going to be embossed and come out. And then it's probably going to get a little bit more trickier, let's just say. But yeah, every Lego build's different. You've got different styles of the build.
What the? I was in a wee dream.
That
Sorry.
was how about The Shining.
I've not done that in a long time, darling. I've not daydreamed. I've got time to daydream.
Right, that's going there. And
I was I was thinking that when I go back up home, I'm going to be quite busy.
yeah.
'Cause I'm going out with my brother, going to the kids. So I get a piece at anybody's door.
A piece at anybody's door.
A piece means a sandwich.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably need to
I was
explain.
just trying to
That
think of
here.
the young chap.
That here.
We call a sandwich a piece. I don't know whatever you call a sandwich.
Yeah. Scotland, we call it a piece. And when we went to school, it used to be called a play piece.
Your play piece, that's right.
So a piece and it's just a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. There you go, darling. That's sorted for you.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to explain. Being Scottish, we've got a lot of sayings and stuff that we say that people don't know, and sometimes you do have to explain. I've been doing vlogs, like bike vlogs. I've been doing a lot of stuff, and you end up you realise that you're saying stuff that people are not going to understand what you mean. So I used to do like Scottish word of the day. If I came out with a word, I'd say, "Oh, by the way, this means that" in Scottish.
But even the difference between Scotland and England,
No, it's massive.
very food items like
Food, yeah.
the easiest one is what we call up in Scotland a roll. It's like bread, but it's round, and
It's like a bap. In America, they'd maybe call it a bap.
no, they'd call it a biscuit. Oh no, they wouldn't. That's more like a scone for
A
them.
biscuit is.
A biscuit's like a scone.
Because they have biscuit and gravy
They
and
do.
stuff.
They're
yeah.
lovely.
I've never had it.
Oh, it's nice because that American friend came over and we had grits and all. Oh
Grits,
my god.
grits
Oh, with cheese and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So in England, a roll is called either a bread cake, a bam cake, a bap.
Yeah.
But they're a lot more doughier than
Yeah.
what Scottish rolls are.
Yeah, we have like we sometimes call it a morning roll as well. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
called-
yeah. It's a bit airy.
It depends where you are.
Yeah, it's more crispier.
It's probably salt, a wee bit of salt in it
Aye.
as well.
But I think most bread has salt in it anyway. So yeah, different words.
In Scotland itself, like
Yeah.
I'm from Ayr.
Ayrshire.
So I'm from South Ayrshire. So even Ayrshire is a bigger group. Like you've also got north, south, east. We have different accents from town to town. And like Glasgow accents totally different. There's you've got different dialects, it's called.
But even like an hour from here down to Creetown where my sister lives, they've got a total different dialect.
Yeah. Oh, it changes.
They speak really weird.
There's a middle there. Right, so that's, again, I think these are just supporting stubs, like little feet. So here we go, that's that plate done. And this is going...
I'll put the wee hoodicky things in.
I'll locate.
You put it in that.
So we're basically putting in, so this is going to be your flower attachments and stuff. So that's going to go there. Oh yes, that's fine. Oh my god, that. Do you know, there's something about snapping in a Lego piece. Wait till I'm going to get this up and get the wheel. There we go. Right, so
Right.
I can see where they two go. It's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we don't really have many. Hold on, I need to go down over the page. Yeah, so we have got
Quite a lot of the.
But we actually don't. Oh, tell you, got a lot of extras.
No, they're clippies.
But what, we've got a lot of clips.
How can they give us all
So
that?
maybe because these can be, in fact no, there is actually quite a lot. No, I'll take that back, there's 2.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Right.
Now, what way have they to go?
So I'll give you 2 clusters of 2. So,
So-
orientation, it's, these top ones are facing this way. So the clip's going that way.
Mhm.
And then these ones are facing the other way. So those 2 are, see how they're all, nice, so it's the same as these.
And these ones are
Yeah,
going the same way?
In the same way. And then these ones, this is an extra brick by the way. And this one is going that way, it's going this way. If you know what, well, the clip facing that way.
What way am I, where am I putting them? In here?
Oh no, sorry, it's in there. Yeah, where are you?
Mhm.
Take your hand away because I can't see. It's there. Because this is going to be your joining for the next
Mhm.
brick that's going to go at the side. I see that bit was just sitting up a wee smidge. Right, that's that plate done.
Yeah.
There we go. So another bag 13. 13, so we're going to 96. Yeah, so accents are very, I mean even down in England you get different accents down there.
Yeah. Like the Sheffield accent's a nice accent, but it's harsher than the Chesterfield, because my I've got family both in Sheffield and I've also got family in Derbyshire. Chesterfield's got a lovely soft accent, and it's only an hour or so away. So it's just funny again.
It's amazing how stuff changes,
Yeah.
how people have these accents.
Yeah. But then Chesterfield is Derbyshire, whereas Sheffield is Yorkshire. So it's just a little bit different. Maybe do hickey there.
A wee doohickey. I think Adam Savage, who's obviously, if you know Adam Savage, Mythbusters, and then he's now got what's it called actually? I think it's just Adam Savage on YouTube. He does a lot of builds, a lot of constructions, a lot of different stuff. But he calls them Greeblies because he worked for Industrial Light Magic, ILM, which is the Star Wars crew that did all the effects and all the stuff. So they used to kit bash, which is basically buying kits and basically just taking parts, like Frankenstein in a build. So you take a bit from a tank, a plane wing, this, that, next thing. And the Millennium Falcon was built from kit bashing. And there's a little greebly, or you could call it a doohickey, depends where you come from, or whatever part. And there's a little part on the Millennium Falcon, which is a certain kit. I think it's a Tamiya. We say Tamiya in the UK. Americans call it Tamiya, which is a kit brand, kind of Japanese. Is it Japanese? Yeah, I think it's Japanese. And they used to just say, "Oh, that's going on the Millennium Falcon," and just stick it to it. But that's how they made the ships in Star Wars. It's all just kit bash from various kits. And Adam Savage was obviously worked there and built stuff, kits. It's actually something I'd actually quite like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just sit there and just make stuff up.
Whereas I would need a wee guide.
Yeah. Well,
Like
with
every-
kit bash, you're just,
Everybody's different.
yeah, you're basically just making stuff up as you go along. I mean, to think the Millennium Falcon, I mean, it wasn't a real thing, obviously it wasn't real, but somebody sat there and made that sort of saucer, like a plate, and then put the 2 prongs, and then put the cockpit there, and a radar dish, and all the wee greebles and
It's
stuff.
a lot of very inventive people.
So I think Star Wars, I mean, obviously they were going to say, like, we're going to make, obviously George Lucas came up with the idea. And then basically it was a case of, right, I need spacecraft. So he would send a team and say, right, you go away and just come back with ships. So somebody would just go away and go. I mean, to think that a guy's sitting there building the Millennium Falcon, and at that time, I mean, he's just making stuff up as he goes along. Like, I'll take this plate, and then I'll stick this TV remote controller and stick it like out here. Take that. Oh, I could put this to the side. I mean, you just end up kit bashing, and then you take it to and it's maybe not like the final part. Maybe it was similar parts. Like there might have been a part where George Lucas would have said, "Oh, keep the cockpit there, keep those little prongs, but could you change this up or adapt it?" And then eventually you've got the Millennium Falcon as we know it, which is an iconic ship. Do you know what the Millennium Falcon?
No, darling, I don't.
Do you know? No, you probably don't really have Star Wars.
No, I don't know anything about Star Wars.
Wow, jeez. But I mean, obviously, if I say Millennium Falcon to people that have watched, not even like fans, but a lot of people will know what the Millennium Falcon is.
I was into ballet, blinking opera, classical music, reading,
Ballet.
all the classics.
It's a classic ship. I mean, obviously, yeah. I suppose that's just the way it is. I mean,
I'm a female.
I'll show you. It's.
No, I've got an idea of
Nah, I don't-
what it is.
No, you don't know.
No, I don't.
No, but it's an iconic ship. I mean, for me, it's.
Is it a spaceshipy thing
Yeah,
that was on Star? Is it Star,
Star
Wars?
Wars, yeah. So so this is going to be one of the sunflower
Who?
heads. 'Cause
Who? Oh no, right.
Han Solo.
I think I've got a wee gist. A gist.
But that's, yeah, I mean, well, that's what, there's a Millennium Falcon Lego kit,
Mhm.
it's UCS, which is Ultimate Collector Series.
Is that big grey thing? Aye.
It's expensive as hell, but
Aye,
it's,
aye, I
it's,
know-
a-
I know.
it's an iconic,
I know what it is.
yeah, you better believe it.
Bitch.
But yeah, it's interesting just how people that maybe don't, I find it quite interesting. Like when I said, I was talking about Millennium Falcon and how they built it and whatever. And when I say to Annie, right, here we go, what's the Millennium Falcon? You don't know. And I find that really interesting.
Halfway through that you saying that, you're talking to that young chap, I was thinking about rainbows and unicorns. I was actually thinking about my wee angel build.
Jeez, man. You're on a different planet. Well, and that's a good thing.
But women are.
Yeah.
Not all women. I'm not stereotyping my sex. I am just, I'm more arty.
Arty farty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up with Star Wars because
Yeah,
I was
but-
born in 1974.
Yeah,
So
so my brothers and my younger brother will know all about what you're talking about, but not me.
I'm 51, so I was 3 years old when Star Wars came out, 1977.
Mhm.
So I
I
probably
think- I
could
think
remember
I've
a
maybe
little bit about Star Wars.
I wonder if I have seen the first one.
And then 1988,
Mm-hmm.
Empire Strikes Back, which is probably when
I
I
think,
can more
yeah.
readily,
Mm-hmm.
because that was, I was 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been in that butter zone, a perfect alignment with
Yeah,
Star Wars, and then Return of the Jedi was the third film,
Mhm.
and that was it. That was it.
I think I probably.
Then there was more films later,
Yeah.
but obviously in my era, that's what I grew up. Empire Strikes Back is probably a classic film.
Mhm.
I would probably actually say it's one of my favourite films. I think it's just good.
I mean,
Star Wars was good.
I'm sure I've seen them, but I can't remember. I know the wee figure, the wee R2D2 thing,
Mm-hmm.
and the wee gold man.
C-3PO, yeah.
That's him.
Because they're quite iconic characters.
and the hairy man,
Chewbacca,
Chewbacca. The hairy man.
the hairy man.
Like Swan Bridge, isn't it?
The gold guy,
The gold guy.
and the hairy man.
But ask me about Wizard of Oz, I can tell you all.
That's probably good. Well, there was a hairy man in there.
There was the Lion Man.
So Chewbacca, interesting enough, you know who Chewbacca was?
Yes, I do know.
So Chewbacca was with Han Solo,
Yes, I know that.
and they were in the Millennium Falcon.
I couldn't tell you that. I can't tell you whose father was and who they belonged to and who was this and that and the next thing.
Yeah, Darth Vader was.
I know Darth Vader. Everybody knows Darth Vader, though. I think.
Oh, who?
I don't-
Oh!
I don't know anything about him.
I don't know what's
Who was
But you
Darth
know.
Vader's son?
That's Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia.
Uh-huh.
So the two, I
Yeah.
mean, it got really because they were a wee bit passionate kiss, so they were actually.
I
brother
thought
and
they.
sister.
I thought
But they
I.
didn't know, obviously, at the time.
Oh. So with a wee bit in there, did
Because
we?
Leia had a bit of the Force in her, which
Mhm.
is the Jedi thing. It's like.
And I know that bit, may the force be with you and things
Yeah.
like that. But
Did you get a thing? It's in your. It's like, what is it they call it actually? It's no Euclid's. Oh, there's a name for your Jedi power. You've got like stuff
Mhm.
that's already in you. My cridiums or whatever it is. It's a weird thing. God, no.
but you know what my film was at that
I'm
time.
trying to think.
What do you think?
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, I loved that as well. But Little Women.
See, that's a right. So we've got that's a big piece. At that time,
It round about like Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future.
80s.
Uh-huh. Best film ever that was out.
Steel Magnolias.
No, that was
I
alright.
know. I'm trying to think of films. Cocktail.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Never
can't.
Ending Story.
Oh, that was amazing. But yeah, that too, but not that one.
Um,
I can't believe you've not even said it.
No, hold on. I'm trying to think. Right, that's another plate done, by the way, by the by. So we probably have got. Do you do that?
I got it right this time.
Films of the 80s. I'm trying to think actually. I'm just going to check that this is right.
That's a wee flower. Is it wee seeds?
This is up. This is going to be a raised
Yeah.
area.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see the line there.
You put that in and I'll put the wee
The wee-
squares in.
Right, 80s film. I'm trying to think. Was it quite a big film, obviously?
Oh, definitely.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Right, can I give you a wee clue?
aye.
Did they go in there? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're going to be. There's going to be 4.
Yeah, I can see them now.
Yeah.
And then the wee doohickey goes there. So what
See,
what way does it go?
Put
Aye.
in your okay
Yeah.
box. The doohickey goes this way,
Right. I'll tell you a wee bit.
just below that brick. It's just
What way did you say it was going? Up or down? Up or up
Well,
that way?
When I mean up,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
clips are like this way.
Oh,
So it's going same as the orientation as these ones.
right. So yeah. Warned not to feed them.
Oh, good. Oh, Gremlins.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, Gremlins was good.
Oh, it was an amazing film. I
Yeah.
loved that. Loved it. That
Gizmo.
Gizmo. Gizmo. I've
Yeah,
got
by 14.
the first original Gizmo.
And this is going to be the last bag because this is going to complete this whole. So if you see what we've got here, we're starting to
Yeah,
get
because
a
that's about 4:30 now.
very big, and this is going to make this piece here solid, basically. Do you know what? I didn't know why I didn't think of the Gremlins.
I know. I'm amazed.
So Gremlins was, yeah, there were a lot of
Amazing.
funny things.
I didn't like the second. I think they
No.
should have left it at one
Yeah.
because they made a nass of it. I think
And if you put water on them, they multiply.
they multiplied. Uh-huh.
Gremlins, man, cheese.
That was a great wee film.
I like another film with that era, that time. The Goonies.
No, I wasn't into the Goonies, but I know. No,
Goonies was great.
that's an
Like,
iconic film.
It's Truffle Shuffle and
But no,
hey you guys.
I was never really into the Goonies. Again, I think it's more a man's film than it is a female. But then that's just me. And I was into Little Women. Little House on the Prairie, that was another thing I was into. So-
What's up?
We do hickey there. I was just looking for the wee bit that went on that, but I don't know if it's the blue one, but I'll leave it there.
I think this is going to be. No,
Is it blue underneath?
I don't know.
No, you'll just leave it there now.
Just.
We're not jumping the
But
gun.
there's a brown there.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
It probably will be that.
Yeah, there's that wee blue one there.
What we got here, so we've got two Gremlins. Yeah, I like Gremlins. Who was the guy that was in that? Was that the guy who was in that American Werewolf in London? That was.
Oh, I can't.
Do you know the guy I'm talking
Aye,
about?
I just. I
Isn't it like that? I don't know whether you'd like American Werewolf in London.
don't know if I've seen it.
Oh, jeez. Jenny Agutter was in it.
Ah.
Probably some of the best effects. Like the guy that actually did that was a guy called the director. Directed Michael Jackson's Thriller
Right.
when he changed into
The
the
werewolf.
because I don't know. I think
That was great.
he did that film first, and then Michael Jackson seen it and went to him because he wanted
Yeah,
that in
that was
his.
such a great video. That.
David some. I'm trying to think of the director's name. But that was American, and it was some.
I think I have seen
even to this
American
day,
Werewolf.
that is some of the best because it was all done. I don't know, it was done some stop motion stuff or like makeup and stuff. It was iconic. Just a really good film.
And there's bits I think I can. I think I've definitely seen.
Yeah. Jenny Agutter.
Gosh, I know you can imagine her in that kind of film. There we go.
Right, got a full up going along with there. So this so far it's quite satisfying because it's not as.
It's Diane. Hello, Di.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Sorry if we've just noticed
who is
you.
it?
Who flung down?
Who flung down?
No, she's watching all.
Oh dear. Better late than never, as they say.
Aye, she's probably been busy and then she's like, oh.
The Muppets what they do. So I think the Muppets, right?
Oh,
It's actually. What's
it's a
that's
fire.
a fire. I thought it was rain hitting my windowsill.
No, it's a fire. Ah, the Muppets were good, I remember.
Yeah, I remember the Muppets.
The Muppets.
A few up in Glasgow.
Aye.
A few down here too. I think they're
Muppets
universal.
everywhere.
That's the Muppets theme tune.
I gathered that down. Just.
I keep looking at this and I'm stupid in this bit.
You pick the weekend bit.
So I'm just gonna go, there's a bit, it's there. Not, oh, it's there. There's another two along. There, the end, square. This is, it's quite satisfying because it's all going to create the back canvas. I need to stop saying that.
So there's going to be two bigger ones? No.
Well, we don't know what that's going to be. That's going to, something's going to tie in
Uh-huh.
a bigger. It's probably going to be similar to this.
Right, okay.
So we're going to build a square out because that's got another sunflower head
Yeah.
probably. So if you put it in, it'd be overhanging.
What's she saying?
I know, was busy, just need to take wee boobsy.
Bobby.
Sorry, boobsy.
Bobby. Wee Bobby out.
Boobsy. Bobsy, sorry. For a quick walk. Just popped on to say hello. Cool. Boobsy. It's my head. My head is built 105 to 106. Now we're doing this wee quadrant. So there's the green, so there's a little single just there. And then there's a little bit there. And another wee bit at the side. So you've got to start at a point and then kind of build out. You get the strip there, so that's going like that. Then you've got another wee bit there, and then a wee toot, and then another wee toot. I need to stop saying that bloody Muppet Show. And toot, and another wee single.
Stop it.
It's because I'm
I know, because you're thinking.
two tab there. Right, now we've got this part, so we've got gap as a 4.
What's she saying?
It's starting to take shape, yeah.
It is dyed.
It's going to be really big actually.
Aye, it is going to be big. We've got another two lots of frames to build, haven't
There's
we?
probably another row of that and same
then
up here,
top,
so it's going to be it's quite sizable.
It's quite satisfying because it's not just too taxing at the moment.
Yeah, it's. I think the flowers are going to be quite. They're going to be quite not a challenge. I think they're just going to be fiddly more than anything else. Very good. So these wee bits are quite. So where they go that way. There's one going that way, and there's a wee block, 2 blocks left. So they're going in there. And that one's going down there.
Oh, not done the wee bit yet.
No, that's just about to
Be next.
happen.
That's my wee contribution there. There you are.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, do you not put that in back? That should have been up the side. Luckily, these are quite. These bit two separators are absolutely phenomenal. Just got what you pin apart. There we go. Look. These are probably the worst. Can I do that? Oh, good. That's no. Jeez.
See, they're so good in it, and you can't get it.
It's because I was going the wrong way actually. I was trying to go that way. So that goes in there, yeah. Put it the wrong side. Goes there. Then this part goes in there, see? And then there's a wee bit in the bottom. And there's your two wee,
My wee
there's your
bits.
location.
Leave the wee doohickey for me as well. It's a wee green doohickey there.
Right. That's going to be turned over. I've got this in the middle. And then basically,
Yeah.
so that is going to go and get to the page. So the blue and blue is matching together. Oh, that really is. It's oddly satisfying. Right.
Okay.
So you know the wee blue, yeah, the wee bits.
Just fitting lovely, don't they?
Yeah, it just finishes it off, and it tied.
It keeps it together.
This is on this frame because it's actually doing a real painting. So the green is going just below the green two stuff, and it's facing this way, so like that. Yes, because it's basically like an actual canvas painting. Because obviously you stretched your canvas on a frame.
Yeah. It's lovely.
And there we
That's
go.
great.
Let's just we'll basically go over the page. Yeah, so that's going to conclude. So these are the extra stubs. I put these brown in that bag.
I've not found out what they're for yet.
No. So as you can see there, that's. In fact, you want me to put this light on there because you'll probably be struggling. So there we go. That's like the canvas getting stretched over the back of the frame. I don't know what's going to go. No, I don't think there's anything at the back actually. So here we go. That's what we've got so far. So it's looking pretty good. Well, but there's flat. There's a wee textures of the bricks. These are going to be flower locations. Here and here, and there's little clip parts. And then basically, this is going to, and I'll show you the effect.
Oh yeah.
So this, I mean. Well, you could clip this in because you can see what's going to happen. And that's going to clip.
Oh, that's going to look great in there.
So I don't know if I can actually.
Right.
Is this possible?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Should
And that's going to go in like this.
Oh, it's going to look great, isn't it?
So you're going to have another section here, and then the top was like smaller bricks. So you get these bad boys. So you're going to have another row of stuff here and there, and then you're going to have a bottom row in there. In fact, you might even have, I think you might
I
even
think
have
you've probably got
that
and
and
that.
that. So 'cause I'm just looking at this the bricks there. So as I say, that's the frame we've got. That's what we built. That was the very first thing we built, and then this is the canvas. And there's your wall hanger up here. So, and that is going to conclude this build. So that's probably about another hour, and maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that's about an hour and 3/4, I think.
Yeah. I usually try and go for an hour 60 to an hour and a half.
2
2 hours is start. Well, it depends where you are. The only reason we built these 3 parts is because when we built this frame yesterday, we hadn't put these panels in, so it's quite loose and it's kind of falling apart a little bit. So we built these parts here, these are the exact same. So you put these panels in, obviously
It strengthens
it
it.
strengthens it. And these parts, it stops you from,
It'll stop you from
stops from
bringing
bending.
from bending.
So there we go, I'm just making sure these are all in. Yeah. So there we go. So it's going to be, that's up to bag 4, that's 14. So bag 15 is the next, and you can see there we're going to be building the next part of the frame. And I don't know whether, we'll wait and see how long, because we could do that and then have a break, then build the other part. It's 6.5 dozen. So that is going to do it for the, and you can see there, that's, you actually get quite a good, so we're actually up. So if you look at this here, so there's that one, is there, that there, and you get this wee bit here, you get a wee bit up here, that there is probably going to be this part there, I'd imagine, or here.
No, because
that must come over. Oh, that's there, that's that, look, that's there. This part is going to be that. So there's the, that's what we're building. You actually get quite a good picture of how it's kind of embossed and it's layered up. And these are just random little bricks. Because at the end of the day, I think it's quite nice that they do it Lego. They could have all this flat, you know, glossy, but the painting wasn't flat.
I know, it was textured. Yeah, no, it's a nice, was it done?
Great, glad I caught you till next time.
Aye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
We'll see you another time, Di. It'll be probably about Friday-ish before.
Nice night for a walk. Hasta la vista.
You can watch it back if you want, Di.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all very tame today.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, obviously it's going to really get interesting when we start doing the flowers.
Yeah, there was no
But I think we're
clapping.
going to build the whole canvas first.
Yeah, there was
and
no
then-
clapping of hands.
No.
All right,
Do you know-
I'm going to go because I need to start making this
Yeah.
dinner.
So anyway, folks, thanks for coming in. Hasta la vista, babe. In fact, you know, I need to take this off. I always do this because I've got my front facing camera because the mirror camera doesn't work. So there we go. There's the you can see there.
Oh, who's that? Who's that that's getting? Oh,
Well, somebody put love hearts, I
Aye,
think.
that's right.
I'll put respond back. Boing. And there we go. That's how we're looking. But anyway, folks. Immediate what? Yeah.
Toodaloo.
See you later.
Bye.
Catch you. We'll probably Friday before we're
Good Friday.
back. But anyway, folks, take care. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Toodaloops. Bye.